Hello and welcome back to Boring Dead Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Baldur's Gate 3. We're in the ground floor of Moonrise Towers. We've had a big fight. We were victorious. But before we head up to other levels, we're going to do a quick loop around the ground floor. We haven't gone into these sort of side areas at all yet, and see what's there. But before that, we're going to do a little bit of inventory admin. Sort of having a little browse of this before starting the recording, and I think I'm going to swap things up a little bit. So at the moment on my character, I've got these boots that give me 8 temp hit points when I cast concentration spell. That's pretty good. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to give those to Shadowheart, who also casts, as we've seen, casts a lot of concentration spells. And I'm going to retake back my Misty Step boots, because I think they could be really useful for my positioning and stuff, especially if I'm sort of flipping between ranged and melee. Because I've got a pretty good ranged weapon again now, which I am liking. So just being able to sort of quickly close distance or get up to more advantageous vantage points, I think that'll be useful for me. And we'll give, and these will be good for Shadowheart too. What else was I going to do? So I've been having a look at the different halberds I have on Karlach. We've been using the Moonlight Glaive, which I do like. It's very good damage. But this Halberd of Vigilance we've just picked up is, as well as being a higher rarity, I do think it's a better weapon. So if we look, the Moonlight Glaive, I mean, it does glow, which is good. I mean, she does have dark vision, I think, as a tiefling anyway, so, you know, not essential. +2 weapon, which is good, and it does have this good skill. Sorry, if I press T, we can see that. So, yeah, so she can, once per short rest, hit a foe with this skill, just an action, which gives other people advantage on them. It is good. We did use that in, I think, the Githyanki fight in a few episodes ago. This doesn't have that, but it has other stuff. So we also get an extra 4d4 of damage, force damage as opposed to radiant. It's fine. I think there's not a lot of stuff that's resistant to force or radiant, so I think that's a bit of a wash. But you get a +1 bonus to initiative rolls, an advantage on perception ability checks. So the initiative rolls is good. She's already got, I think it's the helm, perhaps, that gives us already +1. Like an ambusher skill that gives us +1 on initiative rolls, so going earlier in combat, good. But then you've got this, when you make an attack roll as a reaction, so things like opportunity attacks, but also when you have Sentinel, the feat, you take a reaction attack against anything coming within your attack range. As a two-handed weapon, that's, I think, 10 feet. Make it with advantage, so, you know, you're twice as likely, basically, to land those attacks. It's also a +2 weapon. It doesn't really have anything special here. But I think a combination of those things. I do want to take Sentinel again. In fact, I probably will next time I can long rest at camp, which I can't currently because of the area we're in. But I think we can probably put it off until then. Or can we? I don't know. Maybe I do that now. So I was thinking what I might also do is use my long rest potions here. Maybe on Astarion and Shadowheart so they can regain their spell slots. But maybe I'll just go out of this area completely and do a long rest at camp, and maybe I'll respec Karlach and take Sentinel again. I think I probably did the ability score improvement instead, which I think would have I probably was raising dexterity to give extra AC, which is good, and I'll probably do that the next time. But Sentinel is a really good feat, and I have kind of missed not having it. So yeah. So what I think I will do, I'll pause the video here, and I'm going to go to camp, I'm going to long rest, and I'm going to respec Karlach. If anything happens at the long rest, you know, sometimes story stuff will happen, I'll restart the recording.
Hello.
But if not, we'll just come back and we'll be here, and we'll just pick it up. Okay, and we're back. So I did go to camp, I did respec Karlach. Let's have a quick look at that.
Well.
So I think when I was sort of just talking and before I paused, I got a bit confused between Sentinel and Polearm Master, which is what I had originally, which is where you attack people that come within range. You can double that with Sentinel, which will do what we can talk about now. Advantage on opportunity attacks, I think I have that anyway with this weapon, but it does mean that if I end up switching weapon, you know, I would keep that. But when you hit someone with an opportunity attack, they can't move for the rest of the turn. So, you know, someone's going to, with like a sword running into Karlach, she'll hit him with advantage, and assuming that hits, which, you know, most of the time it will, they'll stop dead in their tracks and be unable to attack us. That is good. Also, if someone is attacking someone else within our melee range, so 10 feet, we can use the reaction to attack that enemy. So those two feats work very well in combination. Did mean I wasn't able to take ability score improvements. I did put the 4th level into fighter, just because I'd like to be able to take another feat at level 12, because they're every 4 levels. And also, I was thinking, partly because she's got this hill giant strength lasting until long rest. I've got a couple of long rest things up. So what I thought I would do, I did say that I had been thinking about using this long rest potion on these guys, and I think actually I am going to do that. Because it'll mean they get their spell slots back, but Karlak especially won't lose her strength perk. I won't miss out on other stuff as well, but you know, I just think that's probably a decent way of doing it at this stage. Don't know how long she sleeps for. Oh, there we go. A couple of turns. That's fine. Starion may as well be sleeping as well. I did wonder when I picked those potions up, you know, kind of what's the purpose of those, but I guess we've seen that now with these, you know, these hostile areas, and there may be much bigger ones than Moonrise Towers as well. That it means you do get that long rest, and it doesn't really cost you anything other than a couple of rounds. I did get this Illithid worm as well. Yeah, I mean, still just sticking them in my own brain until I, you know, sort of unlock this other stuff. I'm guessing there's either a story thing that happens, or it's when you do everything else. So we'll keep boosting up, eating away parts of my own brain for the time being. Right, let's go around this floor then. There's a lot of food there. I'm not going to grab it all. You're never really short of food. So I think that's probably fine. There's a little room in here. What's out here, though? Let's have a look in here. Like a little sort of study area. Well, I'll take this stuff. Potion of Angelic Reprieve. I think that's the one that does a short rest. Probably less useful, but you never know. I've already got one. I haven't done that reagents thing in my inventory yet. It's a right old mess. I need to remember. For my own sanity, if nothing else, I need to remember to do that. Who we got in there? Harper. This probably just leads into the main floor, does it? Yeah. Okay. Well, ooh. What this one? Oh, up onto the stairwell. Okay. I think this is probably just going to go into that banquet hall type area. Oh no, we're outside. Cat hole. Oh, there's a sleeping kitty. Let's go and talk to the sleeping kitty.
Murder. Glorious murder.
I'm going to leave because I want to put my Talk with Animals spell on.
These are the stalking grounds of Steel Claw, Furless One. Tread lightly. Fortunately for you, the slithering vermin I hunt has my attention. For now.
Fellow hunter is a welcome sight. Any tips on hunting tadpoles?
Focus. Dedication. Utmost vigilance. I braved lapping waters and leaking ships to find this prey. I butchered many, and will butcher many more. But this one I toy with. I slice, I tear, and when the time is right, I will bite its head off and bathe in its innards!
You know it's dead, right?
Lies, it merely pretends. But I'm a patient hunter. I will wait for it to stir, and then I will strike. Now I must return to my prey. It has been too long since it felt the bite of fear.
Cats in this game are absolutely terrifying, aren't they? Okay, what do we have here? Interesting. Alright, let's have a look around here. I presume it'll just sort of bring us in on the other side of the hall that we fought in, but you never know, there might be interesting stuff to be gained here. Yeah, I doubt these guys are going to follow me.
That's marked on that map.
Right, Shadow Heart then.
A long way to go still.
Time to rest. No traps, please.
The gold, is that probably... I think that's all there was in there.
Light on my feet.
Yeah, back on the main floor. Oops. I don't know if there's much reason to go around there. We'll take this. Okay, there is some stuff here. So we'll take a scroll, potion, supply pack. Where are you? Set thieves' tools. I'll take that. Can I take that straight to camp? I don't know that I can. Probably quite basic stuff.
Let's
What's
see
in here?
what this does.
Oh, there's a basement. Well, I get blood leading up. I guess we should check the basement out because I didn't see a way up from the prison we were in. I feel like we're in a fight. No? Oh. Oh, there was that set of stairs, wasn't there? Okay. Fair enough. We've been here. Right. Enough dilly-dallying. Let's progress. We know we've got some fights up top. Necromites and probably a summoner of some kind. I could sneak up, but I'm just... Should I sneak up? The thing about sneaking is I'm the only one who's good at it. When it all kicks off, it means I'll be on my own. Dictated to describe Yanthus by General Ketherick. Druids, meddling and meddlesome. I have a history with them that makes me wary of underestimating them. They will certainly not welcome the rise of the Absolute in their vicinity, and could become significant obstacles if we don't find a way to take them out of play. I speak here, for starters, of the Emerald Grove and of the Cloakwood Circle. They cannot easily be defeated without a significant diversion of resources, but they can, perhaps, be neutralized from within. Druids, by their very nature, don't smile, Yanthus, value the balance of natural forces over the welfare of humanity in general. And in the extreme, this is expressed by the faction historically known as the Shadow Druids, who favour complete separation of the circles from what they regard as the ills of civilization. We shall identify the current leaders of the Shadow Druids, cultivate them with gifts while intimidating them with threats, and encourage them to see that the wisest and most prudent course is for the Druid circles to stand neutral as the army of the Absolute marches on the blighted cities of the civilized. Disciple Zrel shall select an appropriate agent to parley with the Shadow Druid leaders. Eventually all shall be infected with tadpoles. I think we've seen the invasion plan several times, but what's this? The recent dismemberment of Agent Moss, True Soul 26, by Lord Harad's guards at the Ringfork Stronghold is a clear indication that our strategy for co-opting the orcs of the Trail to Hills needs to be adjusted. Sending a herald to talk was regarded as evidence of weakness, so we must assume an attitude of dominance in our next attempt. The true soul among us who best understands orcish customs is undoubtedly Sir Yax of Scornable. He shall be sent, backed up by a pair of ogres, to deliver a direct personal challenge to Lord Harad, using as an excuse the dismemberment of Moss. The axe is to defeat Harad and then force him to swear fealty to the Absolute, and in return we shall back Harad in the conquest and alliance of the 2 other Traeltic tribes. Inform Sir Yax as soon as he returns from the Werewoods. Disciple Zrel on the behalf of General Ketheric. I wonder if that's something we're going to get involved with in the next act, potentially. I didn't see anything over here. So I'm just considering if I stealth it. I might stealth it. So if we all go stealthy, might be able to get a little bit closer as a group. Yeah, so we've got... Ooh. Got these dudes here, but I think it's... Radija. That's the one that we're going to want to take down. Okay, so I'm going to separate. I don't think there's any light areas, so I'm going to use my Umbral Shroud, so I should be invisible. I mean, I'm saving, but I think even if we got discovered, it wouldn't be too bad of a fight. My plan is to get right up behind Radija and kill her. Let's do it. Yeah. Okay. Right. Time to get everyone else involved. They're not moving, so... Get in there, guys. Here we go. Okay, so big initiative there from Karlach we've seen. That's good. That's what we want. Honestly, I think we... Rage. Rage? Half tanky. They're not very tanky at all, in fact, are they? So I think we'll just come in and wallop them. One hit. I should still have my bonus, shouldn't I? So let's do a little polearm bang. Oh, dead.
Where do I go from here?
I've got my full actions again. Let's switch to my range just for a bit of variety. Boom. Yeah, that went pretty well. All got that, haven't they?
Never wanted the easy path.
Guess I'll tell you that I've got that skill anyway. What does this say? Okay, well this might be a solution to a puzzle, I suppose. Let's read it. Now we come in reverence before the Absolute and her true souls, rejoicing in the 3 glories of belonging and revelling in the requital for deeds duly done in the Absolute's name. Glory the first is our purpose, filling us with determination to bring to all mortals the joy of reverence of the Absolute. Glory the second is our obedience, the bliss of knowing that we exalt ourselves when we surrender our wills to the Absolute's commands. Glory the third is our dominion, for obedience to the Absolute replaces us above other mortals and is righteous to command them. And when through our obedience we have achieved dominion, the Absolute grants us permission for requital, revelry without restraint, to express our joy and pride in the Absolute services. So I'm wondering if we're going to have purpose, obedient, dominion, requital, maybe, as a puzzle at some point. It could happen. If it does,
Let's see.
we've got the solution. Oh, hang on. I was going to say, let's take it to a new area. Suddenly thought there might be other places to explore. Ooh, hello. Ketheric.
You. What have you done? What have you done to me?
You were feeding off Night Song for a century. No longer.
How dare you interfere? You are like the digits of a hand. It is for you to act, not to decide. You serve the Absolute. You serve me. Bow, you dog. Bow!
Oh, wow. You have no power over me.
The prism. You've had it all this time. You worm. You will bow before me. And if you will not bow, you will break.
How good it is to see you again, Ketherick. At last you found a godmaster that suits you, it seems.
Halen, the thief. You stole Isabel from me, and now you think you'll take my life in the bargain?
You dare to speak her name? After your crimes innumerable, you would evoke her before me!
Enough! This ends, here and now. At last.
He will crumble at the power of your touch. Give him all you have. The gods fight at our side!
Here we go then. What have we got? So we have Sustera. Okay, so Ketherick's up here. 145. Got some auras. Him and nearby allies have +5 bonus on saving throws. Paladin, any nearby fiends and undead deal an additional 5 bludgeoning damage. Squire, the General's Warhound, looks fiendish. Sustera, you look like one of those ones who's going to conjure up more of these necromites. So what I think I might do... Hello. Right, first round. Do a sneak attack so I've got advantage. Oh, what happened? Oh, did he knock me prone? Ah. I didn't know he could do that. Alright, well, that happened. I think we need to take down Sustera as well, or she's going to conjure up more of these things. So let's... Frenzy.
Ooh, fun.
I think we should trip as well, because then she won't be able to conjure more on this next turn. Oh, she saved. Big hit, though. Big hit. Astarion will get the chance to finish her off. I might do this because all these are going to run in. So this is something I took when I respect. I changed up the superiority dice a little bit on Battlemaster. So I gave evasive footwork. I was mainly thinking at that time she got absolutely turn 1 nuked in that previous fight. Having this means that any attackers will melee attackers will have disadvantage. So we'll do that because there's going to be quite a bit coming in, I think. If I come back a little bit as well, if that Sustera comes to attack me, I'll get the opportunity attack as well. I was a little bit sad lying there after my big attack. Okay, we might have to range attack Ketherick then if he's going to keep doing that. Astarion then. Oh, I forgot that she was low. I think what I'll do is I'm going to twin a spell, and I'll just do a little firebolt. Ooh, 50% probably because of the mage armor. Okay, in that case, let's take that off. I'm going to quicken a spell. I'm going to do a magic missiles. 2 should, unless we're very unlucky in the roll, that should be enough. Can't hit him, but I don't know, maybe one of these guys. As well. He can fly, he can fly, he can fly. I think we've used our bonus though, so could do some fireball. Maybe here. Get 3 of these. Bad. Maybe come back a little bit, Astarion. He's just gonna want me, isn't he? Damn! Oh, and again, I'm dead. Okay. Yeah, knocking me down wasn't brilliant for me. Necromite cast Reach on Karlach. What does that do? I'll say it too. I'll save my spell slots because I don't think that's huge. Mind you, if they're all doing it, but then I'm gonna have to do a lot of counter spells. So. Shadow Heart. Yeah, well, I think we'll probably turn on Spirit Guardians and then just run up there. I just think she can jump, which is probably not a bad idea. What can we get? Too bad. Let's we'll come up here to start with. Be able to get him in as well? Not quite. Okay, well we'll leave it at that. Some big hits. Yeah, I'm going to stick to my policy of just letting those happen, I think. It's a shame that none of those, you know... Okay, even melee attacked me, but never mind. Can't have everything. So what's he going on at the moment? Okay. I might try and get Karlach just to jump up there. I don't know if Trip will really work. 55. I mean, we might as well take it, because we do have Reckless if it misses, so... let's do that. Still a miss. I'm hitting. Damn, he's proned her as well. Okay, let's do that. Astarion. Could haste Karlach, maybe.
Let's move.
Might quicken again.
Stay strong.
Might as well go for this one. What's he got? 18. One of these would probably do it. God, is he gonna... Is he downed her as well?
Focus your attack, soldiers.
Holy crap. He's a pretty serious dude, isn't he? I don't want to break concentration. I will counterspell as the next one. Roll the dice a bit on that concentration. Saved. Okay. Yeah, I think we just move closer and see what that does. He's almost dead. Come up to... That's not what I was going to do. I was going to do a daylight thing through there. I think if we come away, then come back... Oh no, it didn't work. These things I don't... Maybe we could heal... Oh, she's bone chilled. She can't be healed. Can I... I do have something that can raise me up, though, I think. Maybe on the next turn. Heatheric's gone already, so that's fine. Have I got something that can raise me? I thought I did. Revivify. Yeah, I can bring myself back. Alright. I wonder if because we're using a polearm we aren't getting hit with his prone thing. Should be good. I wonder if we could disarm. Do I have... I was just saying, do I... No, cancel. Do I have my disarm? Got trip. Thing is, I doubt he's gonna... Yeah, he's got the aura that gives him extra saving throw points. I think. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to hit him. Yes. Saves the bash. Okay. I think we're going to put the evasive footwork on. What are we supposed to be seeing?
Enough. My lord beckons me.
I feel like there's something there we're not seeing.
You must return to your prison, and my daughter must be reclaimed.
What's that? I think that is the Night Song supposed to be fighting it because she's down, she can't.
You will fall as sure as she.
She already fell. I think that's the problem with that cutscene. Okay, well, Ketheric's gone. Not dead, but gone. Yeah, I don't have action surge or anything, so just come here.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Might twin another spell. He got 6. What's this other one got? Four. Okay, yeah, we'll do a couple of 5 ults then. Boom. Boom. I might cast the Revivify.
Not until Thom's dead for good.
It'd be nice to have me around for this section. I could go back to camp and just revive him there, but never mind. We'll do this anyway.
Take you.
Need healing.
Let's do a quick short rest, get some points back.
I can keep going a little longer now.
Shit, we might as well use the other one. We'll be long resting soon, I'm sure.
Not as bad as it could have.
Okay, so yeah, I think with that cutscene, I'm pretty sure that the Night Song was supposed to be heavily involved in that, but because Ketheric had already smacked her into submission, she wasn't present in the cutscene, which was a bit funny. But
Come on, open up.
ooh, I'll take a guidance on that actually. What do we got? Ring of Exalted Marrow. You get Exalt the Risen, Ghoulish Touch. Gazing through this ring, you find there is no other side, only a small sucking blackness that defies explanation. Okay, let's have a look what these do then. Subjugate the undead with your commands. Interesting. So this is a spell, I presume. Once per long rest. Lash out with deadly claws and possibly paralyze the target. 2d6, I mean, that's okay. I mean, it's only supposed to be a level 1 spell is the thing, so... But being able to command them is potentially quite interesting. think thematically they might work quite well with Shadowheart. What has she got? That is pretty good. They're both pretty good for her, actually. She quite like the rings they're all wearing. Maybe this light one is less... Yeah, maybe Astarion's are less useful. Light... Wearer deals an additional 2 points of damage against creatures that are illuminated. I think we'll get rid of that. I don't know how useful that is, how often. I was looking at this other one we picked up about spell slot restoration. I mean, it's... kind of like the thing he's wearing is the thing. But let's give him that. Okay, well, let's see what we got. Scroll of Her Glory. Let's have a look at that.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
An instructional missive to Zealots of the Absolute offered an audience. To be seen is to be known, and to be known by her is almost perfect. Is most perfect. One must rid one's mind of all veils. Nothing can escape her unseeing gaze. So to hold any secrets before her is folly. All you have, every little scrap of your being, belongs to her. In addition, you may be offered a fraction of her being. A shard of perfection lodged in your uncomprehending mind. We are true souls, after all, and the truth our souls hold is hers. Oops. Keep pressing tab. I've obviously played a game recently where tab closes menus. I can't... It's probably Starfield or something like that. I have been playing that. But I don't know how much more of it I'm going to be playing. Not one that's particularly held my interest over the long term. I was debating whether or not to put it on the channel, but I just figured having sort of these two massive RPGs ongoing at the same time was probably a bit much of an ask, both for myself and for viewers, so kind of made the decision to go with BG3, and very glad I did. Oh, I keep doing it. I don't really think there's very... Oh, no, there is a door. I wonder if that goes back to the other area we were in when I tried to cancel opening that door. And ended up in the Kitheric fight. We'll have a look at Sisdera, but I'm not going to go around searching all the Necromite corpses. They're limited use. Jaheira's over there. The key... That might be in for that chest. But we've done it anyway. Okay, let's go speak to Jaheira then. This looks promising.
The General will call that a tactical retreat, I'm sure. But you have him on the run. That thing he summoned was illithid.
Oh.
Follow it below and find him, before he has a chance to subdue the Night Song again.
Don't you want to see how this ends?
I certainly do.
Join me then.
You have numbers enough already, I think. You'll want a small force, if you are to finish this quickly. Good hunting.
I wanted Jaheira to kind of join the party, well, kind of the group, but not the part. I like my party composition right now. I was just thinking it might be nice if she could join the camp. Yes, that's where we came in. I was just wondering before we went in what was over this side, because I didn't really get a chance to look at this stuff. That's locked. Which isn't really a problem, but might as well check the open side first. A little gift. Marcus. That's the winged fist? I don't think he was a harper who tried to kidnap Isabel. I assume no explanation is needed for just how rare these appendages are, and I trust you shall make good use of them. You have a gold... Oh, it's probably his wings. You have a golden opportunity to please the General. Do not squander it. Access to the unwilling donor has proven difficult since the harvesting, but I'm afforded the opportunity. I shall pass along your gratitude. B. Okay. Oh yeah, we've got a letter from Ketherick over here. Gortash, the tone of your recent letter is inappropriate. You may follow the Lord of Tyranny, but I do not answer to him or to you. Gortash, was he the torture priest in the Goblin camp? No, it doesn't sound like it actually. It isn't the fault of any of the Chosen that the artifact has gone astray. Unforeseen events occurred, as they always do. I acknowledge your planning mastery and brilliance of mind. Well, it definitely wasn't that priest, was it? But you lack the depth of experience that brings patience and composure. The artifact will be found. Our enemies will be thwarted. We will prevail. Now, show us that you are reliable as well as brilliant. I felt a bit bad doing things the way around we have. Not only because of the prisoners, but also the voice actor for Ketherick, J.K. Simmons. I was looking forward to seeing more of his performance. I think we'd met him earlier. I think he had this whole big speech and stuff planned. It would have been nice to hear that. Maybe next time. Balthazar has sent neither word nor notice. Wherever he's gone is a mystery. Needs someone to investigate his chambers, but no doubt he's rigged the thing to high hells. Oh no, we've already seen that. I mean, this might be it. I was going to say, I do have keys. This is Balthazar's room. Oh god. Yeah, I didn't really have any regret about killing him unnecessarily. This is the log of the work of one of Balthazar's necromancers, Cressa Bone Daughter, dated 10 days ago. After the state the Fallen One was in, I never expected Cressa would be able to save it. I was hoping the usurped thing would die. That's what it would have wanted. It's not as if Cressa studying it is going to prove much. It was damaged in the attack, far beyond what the mere tadpole could do, but she seems fond of the foul creature. Let her play with it. Another entry seems to be written into this log dated a 10-day later. I should not have, in hindsight, let Cressa keep her pet. Ever since it was shipped onto one of the Nautiloids to be deployed, she has been inconsolable. It won't survive out there, it needs me. It isn't like the others. The feral thing will make a fine warrior for the Absolute, and now my best assistant is distracted thinking about it. Pah! She will come to heel again soon enough. I will take this.
This gift slate looks like the other. Another story about the Githyanki prince?
Yeah, we can have a look at that now. Okay, it says I've started a conversation, but try again. Do I not have the decoder on me anymore? I can read these other ones, can't I? Yeah, so why can't I read this new one? Alright, well maybe we'll take it to Lae'zel then, maybe that. A reminder, acolytes are permitted entry to my chambers for the sole purpose of collecting moon lanterns. My library is not to be tampered with. While the Absolute appreciates your eagerness to learn, my bookshelves do not. Any request to borrow from them must be given to me in advance, and are like to be refused. Should you desire information on poisons, do not think to read any tome on the subject here. They are inclined to grant more knowledge than the written word could provide. Remember, the Absolute's purpose is better served by a beating heart than a poisoned mind. Though if you choose death, I will ensure you serve her still. Leave the human heart in the human body, I think, there. It's got some more notes. Note, to install a drain beneath library's conventional medicine shelf. It's wasteful to let all that blood seep through the flagstones, and it will rust the spikes. Besides, a line slashes through the above, the same hand in fresh ink below. Disregard. The smell gives me sweet dreams. He was a lovely character, wasn't he?
Something over there.
Okay, this looks like a puzzle. I wonder if it's going to be the ones that I speculated on before. Oh, wow. Okay. I thought if I would click on it, I'd get, you know, maybe some clue as to order. Insert item. Alright, well, let's have a look at this other stuff around here. There's also a lever here. Pull the lever. Might open this door. Ah. What's in here? This is just outside. I'll have a look at there in a minute. I want to go up here first. Oh, I didn't look at his notes, did I? Let's do that. Requests from the next caravan. Any works by Mordekainen. Must catch up on current events. No, Volo. Better a century of ignorance. Oh, no, Volo. Better a century of ignorance. Thin vellum. Holds ink like no other. Could harvest from an acolyte. New copy of Swift and Sudden Death for library. New current volume badly scorched. Okay. Don't think I can do anything with those. So is that a working moon lantern, and can I talk to the pixie in it if it is? Not really. Last book. Did I look at that already? Yes. What do we got? Derivation Cloak. When you poison a foe, heal yourself. Okay. Don't really do poison damage, but I guess if you were to do that, it would be good. Goblin troops, though crude and a bit dim, are valuable because they are adaptable and can be fitted into a number of different military roles, excelling as archery skirmishers and warg cavalry scouts. If rigorously drilled, some can function as disciplined phalanxes armed with half-pikes, and even the ones who can't be trained to march in step can serve as prime catapult fodder. The key to recruiting a tribe of goblins is their profound respect for their priests, who lead the tribe members in the worship of the all-conquering Maglubiet. Therefore, let the high priest of the 7 tribes of the southwest Sword Coast be invited to a grand council, a feast where they will be well fed, well flattered and well lubricated with jugs of plonk laced with a mild paralytic. The priests will awaken with new guests in their crania and be led into docile devotion to a new and greater god than Maglubiet, the Absolute. And trust me, where the priests go, their warriors will follow. Okay, well that's why the goblins are on board with these guys then. See anything good through the telescope?
I spy with my little eye. Nothing of note, really.
I'm intrigued by these protruding books. So I did this one first, didn't I? And that let out a load of poison. What about this one?
No use. It's blocked.
Okay. Flee! One was blocked. What did the other two do? I tested that one again just in case. Well, I wanted to see if it was blocked or not. Anyway, tell you what.
Come on, let's go.
Okay.
All right. What now?
Right.
At the ready.
Let's try this one. Okay.
Time for some bloody work.
Okay, well that did that. What about the top one then? Oh no, I pressed the wrong one. What about this one now?
No use. It's blocked.
What's the deal with this then? Oh.
need to rest.
I'll have a look at this mic.
Sunset can't come
Something.
quickly enough.
Don't think that's particularly useful. It's over here.
Right tool will do the trick.
Ooh, I think that's possible, but I'm gonna need. Let's see if I. So I can add up to 60. So yeah, as long as I roll 14 or higher, that should be it. No. Try again. Oh, did I do inspiration? I didn't mean to do inspiration. I meant to use lockpicks. Okay. Yeah, thieves' tools. There we go. Oh, must have rolled. Rolled pretty low on the guidance there. Oh, yes, I need a minimum of 17, really, to be sure. There we go. This is a new room. Absolute outfit. I might take that. You never know. We might want to disguise ourselves at some point. Oh, here's missive from Gortash. We've heard of him already. General, given what we know from my research about the Gith artifact, I can't emphasize enough how critical it is that it be recovered. The power that artifact contains can boost our own efforts to unforeseen levels. But if it falls into the hands of enemies of wit and persistence, it could bring down all of our plans and schemes. The body of our hand-picked captain for the artifact raid wasn't found in the wreckage of the Nautiloid, and I'm not at all easy in my mind about that fact. Is that Shadowheart, is my question. I think that's Shadowheart. Find the artifact. Employ rigorous means. Do not fail. Lord Gortash. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But we know she's had some of her memory erased. Is the Baldur's Gate one any different? I think we've seen that before. It's Eltergard.
Go.
Elturel, that's where the tieflings came from. Balthazar, I thank you for returning what was mine, and I have no doubts all will be well once the war is won. After that, I believe our business will be concluded. A different life, a better life, awaits. From General Ketheric Thorm. Cloak of Elemental Absorption. Absorb elemental damage once per short rest. Take half damage from the next elemental attack against you, and deal an additional 1d6 of that element type on your next attack. We'll have a look at Ketheric. This is from Ketheric's wife to Ketheric. My darling husband, I know my time is drawing near. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave our little girl, but I'm not writing to lament our lot. It's ours and no others. Though the city of judgment is dark, I know Our Lady's light will find me even there. I will see her shining spires and walk the silver gardens we've both dreamt of. I go to my reward and leave quite a task to you yet, my heart. Soluna's light shines bright in our little one, but she will need a guide to keep her on the path. I have no doubt that she will keep you on yours. It is the same path, Our Lady's path, and one day I know it will bring you both back to me. Only not too soon, I hope. I won't say goodbye. There is no loss, only temporary separation. Forever, Melodia.
A letter from Ketheric's wife. Sounds like she loved him very much.
Ah. Most of the text has been scoured away by time, but what remains appears to be some form of ritual incantation. Your white ribs the pillars, your bleached skull the dome. Take on Apostle's final form, Cathedral wrought of blessed bone. Failed to check. This diary records the life of John Medellin. He suffered from lycanthropy, becoming a werebear at the advent of the full moon. Cured of his condition by a priestess of Selûne, John Medellin exchanged his claws for a greatsword and a cause. He would keep this priestess, her name was Erlona, safe from all trouble on the highways and byways. Further, he would bear witness to her many miracles, for Erlona was a saint of the goddess, and gifted even more than he could have imagined. They never fell in love, though their friendship was quite something. Okay.
Open up.
Damn. I think we'll be alright. I was probably surprised. I was quite surprised. Okay. I don't think we need to rage.
Well, well. Look what we have here.
I think I'll just do an extra attack. 12, eh? Okay. Do one of these.
Never a dull moment.
Stained letter looks torn up. My darling daughter, when you were a little girl, I would often watch you play with your dolls and your cousins, and picture myself an enormous, opaque, a silvery shield surrounding you, protecting you. I knew somehow deep within myself that no harm could ever befall you, because I would not let it. Though the healers say I may pass into the city of judgment soon, know this, darling daughter. I am always around you, I am always with you, and the Moon Maiden will never allow you to bear a burden you cannot carry. I love you forever, a love that has no death, Mama. I wonder if Isabel, the girl at Last Light Inn, is Ketherick's daughter. He said it's something about Isabel, and that's the one Marcus tried to kidnap. I kind of missed that when he was talking about it to the Night Song. I don't think that's simple. I might take that though.
Time to press ahead.
No, the daughter was linked to Selûne, as is Isabel though. I think this was Isabel's room. That's what I think.
Melodia Thorm, loving mother, beloved wife. Her light will never be forgotten.
It's the only room I've not got in. It's a secret Balthazar room. I wonder, do you think we should put a heart in this ancient altar? He does seem to like them, doesn't he? Maybe that will unlock the blocked book. Oh, it worked. How about that? I'm proud of myself figuring that out. I was going to look up a guide, but I thought, no, I'll give it a go. And it worked. I've redirected some materials from beneath the tower. I plan to simply raise what forces I need inside the mausoleum itself, but the General prefers that no more of his family crypts be disturbed. Even so, I may have no choice. The temple will not surrender the Night Song easily, and the General's invulnerability depends on it. I'm sure he will forgive a little transgression if it frees the army to move on to Baldur's Gate at last.
This Night Song sounds like the source of Ketherick's immortality.
Figured that out already.
Nice name. Wonder if it's a music box or something.
It would be nice if the dialogue kind of adapted to the fact we already know full well who the Night Song is.
Assuming we can find it, anything that powerful
Once per turn,
will be protected.
any condition inflicted on a target also applies 2 turns of encrusted with frost. Interesting. Might think about how we might utilize that.
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles. But they were already imbued with Netherese magic. So where did that magic come from?
A ritual circle. Looks like it was used in the crafting of moon lanterns.
A goblet filled with the mutilated corpses of illithid parasites. Whatever ungodly experiments were performed on them likely killed them.
So it does seem like that Balthazar was pretty key for Ketheric's stuff. He basically infected all the goblins and got them on side. He was making these lanterns so people can get around. Pretty glad we took him down when we did. He was just obviously a very sketchy dude, even at first glance, wasn't he? So it wasn't a difficult decision to make. Imagine this is going to be sort of the main door we passed by. Yeah. All right. I guess the main thing for me is, do we, and the answer is pretty much going to be yes. Do we long rest? What's the other? Oh. Yeah, do we long rest before going in this next section? I think probably yes. Just to refresh some abilities and superiority die and all of that, and I can do my concentration spell there again. Let's go do that now, I suppose, and set ourselves up for the next episode. I was going to do it off. I was thinking about doing it off camera, but actually, you know, just in case something story-wise happens, it might be good just to do it quickly now. Doesn't seem like it will, but you never know. Like those two, why even add those when they're not needed? It's fine. Okay, well, we may as well do the Long Strider stuff. Oh, that's Misty Step. That's not Long Strider. We're all wandered off now. Okay, let's leave camp then and we'll do the others. He's not had it. So what's that glow on her? Oh, it's probably the blessing, isn't it? Okay. Good. Okay. Well, I think what we'll do, I think we'll wrap it up here for now. I'll say thanks very much for watching this episode of Baldur's Gate 3. When we come back next time, we're going to chase after Ketheric down this extremely normal-looking, safe-looking, non-evil hole he's disappeared into. But hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, if you could hit the thumbs up button, that'd be fantastic, as well as, you know, leaving me a comment. Let me know what you think about the game and various choices I've made, anything from your own game that differed. Always happy to hear about that. And if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed, it'd be great if you could do so. So thanks very much once again, and I hope to see you next time for more Baldur's Gate 3. Bye for now.